This is your News Source Evening Bulletin for today, Wednesday, the 13th day of February in the year 2019. Here is what we're tracking tonight. As the investigations continue into the series of bomb threats against a number of private and public schools, the Alliance for Change, which is part of the coalition government, is hoping that there could be a speedy investigation of the threats and those who are responsible be brought to justice. In the past 2 weeks, at least 3 private schools and a similar number of public schools have fallen victims to threats being made by an anonymous person on social media. The Guyana Police Force has turned for help from its international partners in tracking down those responsible. At a press conference today, the AFC General Secretary Marlon Williams said the acts appear to be deliberate in nature to attack the education sector.
We, in the strictest of terms, at the Alliance for Change, would like to condemn all such actions, and we look forward to a speedy police investigation and a speedy resolution to these issues. We have noted all levels of education institutions seems to be the target. We have further recognized in the social media that there is a number of speculations that these threats are politically engineered. We would like, if this is so, that all persons that are part of this engineering of such actions desist with immediate effect.
The Guyana Police Force has been doing regular monitoring of a number of schools and has also posted police officers at some schools. The University of Guyana had also received bomb threats. One of its own students has since been arrested and charged in connection with the threats there. More news coming up in just a moment.
Here now, I want to switch over to GTT right now. Because all this time and money I waste on a cars alone can just send up my blood pressure.
You've come to the right place.
Really?
Once you're switched over with our network, you can activate our Fab 5 plan. With our Fab 5 plan, you can enjoy free unlimited calls with 4 family and friends.
You got to be kidding me.
You will also get 5 gigabytes of data with 250 text messages.
You got to be kidding me.
And your chosen 4 can also call you for free.
You got to be kidding me.
Activate the GTT Fab 5 plan today. For only $5,005, you get free unlimited calls to 4 of your closest family and friends, 5 gigs of data plus 250 text messages, and your Fab 5 friends can call you for free. GTT Fab 5.
As a luxury mechanic, I'm often asked, what gas should I use in my expensive vehicle? In other countries, you have regular and mid-grade gasoline known as 87, 89, and premium gasoline known as octane 93 to 95. For affordable, high-quality fuel, performance and high mileage, visit Guyoil today. Choose Guyoil Super 95. Guyoil, we are everywhere.
This match day, February 23rd, Hits and Jams Entertainment brings you an event like no other. Sunrise Brunch Party. The first of its kind in Guyana. The day starts off with a delicious brunch served from 10 a.m. followed by the day party with the best lineup of DJs. Shizzle, Diamond, Sia, Ryan, and Energy at the Everest Cricket Ground. Sunrise Brunch Edition brought to you by Hits and Jams Entertainment. Stay tuned for more details.
Let's tell you now that Fire Chief Marlon Gentle today told News Source that the Guyana Fire Service is currently probing 4 recent vehicle fires, including one that took place this morning in the city. Mr. Gentle said there is nothing to be alarmed about or panic over, pointing out that fires involving vehicles are not new. He said the 4 recent cases appear to all have differing reasons, and the Guyana Fire Service is probing all of them. He explained that in the first case on the West Demerara, the vehicle was involved in an accident before it burst into flames. In the second case, which involved a GPL contracted bus, there was some attempt at fixing some mechanical issue before that fire took place. The fire chief said the third fire, which occurred outside the magistrate's court, is still being probed, and an investigation has started into this morning's fire that involved a moving car in the city. Mr. Gentle said last year the Guyana Fire Service responded to 45 fires involving vehicles, and in 2017 there were 66 fires involving vehicles. He said in those cases the causes were different and involved mechanical and electrical issues, poor maintenance, fuel leaks, batteries not being properly fitted, and even cases of sabotage and attempts at insurance fraud. In recent weeks, some motorists have been complaining about the odor of the fuel being sold by some service stations across the country, raising questions about quality. The state-owned Guyana Oil Company has said that its fuel underwent all the necessary tests and specifications before making it to the fuel pumps. Questioned about whether the recent fires could be related to the fuel being used in the vehicles, the fire chief said while there might be need for more investigation by agencies other than the fire service, the velocity of the fire in the cases do not appear to support fuel being a cause. The fire chief said the fire service has been probing various causes of vehicular fires and will continue to do so. But he also warned that drivers should take better care of their vehicles and be aware of all the work that is being done by mechanics to their vehicles. Minister of Social Protection and the government's chief whip in Parliament, Amna Ali, has filed a $10 million lawsuit against the privately owned Stabroek newspaper for libel related to an article that claimed that she was the holder of dual citizenship. In the action filed by attorney Darren Wade, Ms. Ali is contending that a newspaper carried false statements which impugned her character and reputation. The article was carried in the January 15, 2019 edition of the Stabroek News, which reported that there were 7 members of Parliament found to be holders of dual citizenship, and the 2 chief whips in the House, Ali and Gail Teixeira, are a part of that group. Ali contends that a statement regarding her is grossly inaccurate, malicious, and meant to deceive the public. The said article, her attorney said, was calculated to lower her reputation in the mind of right-thinking members of society. In addition to requesting that the court grants her $10 million in damages, Ali also wants the newspaper to publish a full retraction and apology. Before filing the lawsuit, the minister and her attorney had written to the newspaper seeking a retraction and apology. There was none. Under the Constitution of Guyana, someone who has sworn allegiance to a foreign state or power cannot be elected as a member of Parliament. In a recent court case, the Chief Justice also ruled that someone holding dual citizenship cannot be nominated or elected to serve as a member of Parliament. The Guyana Elections Commission is still to agree to a timeline for the hosting of general elections. GCOM held another statutory meeting yesterday, but that meeting ended with no agreement made. The Commission has been examining various work plans put forward by its Secretariat for consideration. Some of the commissioners believe that there is a need for house-to-house registration to cleanse the voters list before elections. That process could, however, take 9 months and push the elections timeline into the new year. Other commissioners have been suggesting a shortened claims and objections period to cleanse the list. The Guyana Elections Commission Secretariat has indicated that based on all the work and training that would have to be done in preparations for early elections, the earliest possible date would be in July. However, the Chief Elections Officer has explained that the longer the Commission takes to agree to a work plan, the further the date will be shifted. In the court, 39-year-old Kwame Bourne, who 3 years ago killed his 71-year-old father Rickford Bourne, was sentenced to 20 years in jail today after entering a guilty plea to the unlawful killing charge. The man appeared before Justice Navindra Singh and stated that he would like to become a better man and therefore admits to the unlawful killing charge. The judge accepted the guilty plea and said the man had showed some signs of remorse and therefore he handed down the 20-year jail sentence. The convict and his father were involved in an argument over money when the younger Bourne armed himself with a metal bar and repeatedly lashed the father to the head. He had reportedly wanted the father to give him money for his drug-using habit. The elderly man was taken to a hospital but succumbed to his injuries a few days later. The 51-year-old furniture maker who was arrested and charged last year following a large drug bust has been sentenced to 5 years in jail. The man, Azim Baksh, was yesterday found guilty of being in possession of more than 200 pounds of cocaine and over 100 pounds of marijuana for the purpose of trafficking. In addition to the 5-year prison sentence, the presiding magistrate also fined the convict $221.6 million. The court, however, has deducted the time that the man has already served behind bars from his prison sentence, which means that he will spend just over 4 years in jail. It was in July of 2018 that the man was arrested after Kanu agents made the multi-million-dollar drug bust. The illegal drugs were found in a fishing boat that came to shore in the Monrepo area on the east coast of Demerara. The boat and its activities were being closely monitored by Kanu agents for a number of days.
Walk it up, no! Hey, hey! Tuck it up, hey, hey! Mash it up, hey, hey! I come in here as a loner, I know you spot me from far. We had a good drink together, and mingle down by the bar. One thing lead to another, and we end up on the dance floor. Big hands in the air, belt in waist, like we don't want go home and a ball in my day. Want to walk up on you every sense. Come give me the wine, come together, walk together, jump together, drink a rum and have fun together, walk together, jump together. Even though we ain't come together, walk together, jump together. It's how we party.
Nobody on the post there. Taking too costly. Yes, it is. But I'm not saying we just get a header. Oh, no, that's some save, isn't it?
Let's Bet Sports. Take your game to a whole new level. You decide. Your game, your bet type, your bet amount. Guyana Lottery Companies, Let's Bet Sports. Be part of the game.
Get ready to ride it, ride it. Ready to ride it, ride it, ride it, ride it, ride it, ride the wave. Open up the new vibe, drink up the boldness inside. Radical and fresh and wild. Catch the wave now. Ride bold, ride fresh, ride strong. Come on, ride the wave. Taste the action, satisfaction, perfection. Wave, 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 wave,
Ride the new wave of excitement sweeping Guyana. Wave Pale Ale, a premium, full-bodied, strong, and refreshing alcoholic brew, crafted to perfection for a bold, young, radical you. Don't settle for anything less. Catch a Wave Pale Ale and ride it today.
Wave Pale Ale.
Crafted to perfection.
Across the region right now, Venezuelan opposition leader Juan Guaido has vowed at a rally in the capital of Caracas to ensure humanitarian aid blocked by President Nicolas Maduro is brought into the country. Mr. Guaido said new collection points and routes into the country would allow volunteers to bring the aid in. Mr. Maduro told the BBC earlier this week that he would not allow the aid in, claiming it was a means for the US to intervene in Venezuela. Venezuelans are facing drastic food shortages amid an economic crisis. The opposition leader Guaido, who has been recognized by the US and most Western governments as the interim president, told his supporters in the capital that humanitarian aid would be brought into Venezuela on the 23rd of February. Turning now to Haiti, where all 78 inmates of a prison in southern Haiti have escaped from captivity, according to the country's police. The detainees reportedly made their escape from the Aquin prison while police were distracted by anti-government protests nearby. Haiti's National Police Force said it has launched an investigation into the incident. It comes after days of demonstrations against the Haitian president, which have left at least 4 people dead. The prison's chief inspector, Ralph Stanley Price, said the prisoners had initially left their cells for a scheduled shower. They later refused to return to their cells and took advantage while police were distracted by a demonstration by protesters outside the prison and its adjoining police station. And finally, international news. India's government has quietly shelved the controversial amendment to its citizenship law after violent protests in the northeast of the country. The bill was aimed at helping Hindus and other minorities move to India from neighboring Muslim-majority countries. The legislation cleared Parliament's lower house, but the ruling BJP failed to enact it in the upper house, which ended its term without hearing it. The move marks a major about-turn ahead of general elections due in India by May. The ruling party president told a rally as recently as last month that the bill would be pushed through regardless of protests. The BBC reports that the ruling party seems to have miscalculated just how unpopular the bill would be with people in the northeast of the country, who have argued that they would be required to absorb the migrants. And that's your News Source Evening Bulletin for tonight. Gordon Mosley reporting.